The number one question for psychics is, am I going to get married? Not, am I going to be poor? Am I going to be rich? Am I going to get married, and when? When is my husband or wife coming along? That's the age-old question, and it's a question that amazes me that people still ask. Why do they ask that question? Because we live in a society that dictates that without someone to live your life with, without a significant other, that you are incomplete. And that completeness can only occur when you meet your significant others. I know everybody doesn't believe that because we're becoming a more educated society, and the truth that was once told to us by our parents or foreparents or grandparents is not the absolute truth. Because they didn't tell us how unhappy they were in their marriages, did they? But they struggled through, they made it last, and all we remember is grandma and grandpa were married for 50 years. But grandma never told you what those 50 years entailed, and she never disclosed how miserable she was. So the truth is coming out. As we grow older, as our society progresses, we're learning more and more that the truths that we were told as children or young adults or people, that it doesn't always hold true, right? So you're here because you want to find your husband or you want to find your mate. Ingrid, get to the point. How do I find my husband? How do I find my mate? Well, I don't know if you're going to like the answer that I'm going to give you, but it is the truth, and it can help you find your mate or your husband or your wife. But are you willing to do the work that it takes to find that person? Are you willing to do what it takes to ensure the success of the relationship after you found that person? Let's go back to the psychic. Many people ask, am I going to be married? But I bet you a lot of people don't ask, am I going to be happy? Because they don't want to know. They figure that once they get a husband, that's the goal. The goal is to get the husband, get the wife, everything else I can deal with after that. That's why we have so many divorces, because people go head first into relationships, not considering the repercussions of those relationships. So let me cut to the chase. Let me tell you what I think about the law of attraction and how you can attract your mate, how you can attract the person that you believe you're holding out for, or the person that is meant for you. One of my favorite authors, James Allen, says this. He says, you attract that which you are. Now, James was ahead of his time. He was a visionary. But I live by that code, and it has affected me in my life, so I realize the value of that code. You attract that which you are. Let that sink in for a minute. If you attract that which you are, what are you attracting? You want to go there and find a husband? You want to find a wife? But what about yourself? Have you done the work necessary to clean up house? Are you in a position where you can attract a person? I mean, if you want sex, that's one thing. If you want a long-term relationship, that's a whole different ball game, because now you're saying that I am ready to commit. I'm ready to bring myself to this person and to this union, to this partnership, and it's going to be all right. But that's an unreasonable expectation, and that's why many of us fall short in relationships, because we do not understand the value of attracting that which we are. I suggest to attract the right mate, to attract your husband or your wife who will be a healthy reflection of you. Let me say that. You want somebody who's healthy. You should have asked the psychic the question, is this going to work? Because then she would have told you, well, he's coming. I don't know how many of them would have been honest with you because they want your money, but he's coming with a lot of problems. How often do you hear that? How often does somebody tell you, you know what? This is not going to work out from the get-go, and then you're like, okay, I'll leave it alone. That doesn't happen in our reality, does it? But the truth of the matter is that you need to work on yourself. Well, that's what James was saying when he said, you attract that which you are. If you are in pain, you're going to attract nothing but pain. It may not look like pain when you first see it. It may be gorgeous. It may have the right hair. It might be dressed well. It might be well put together. But it can cause you pain because you are in pain, and you will attract pain. If you're doubtful or afraid, you're going to meet someone, and then you're going to share all your stories about your past experiences with men or women, or just past experiences. And at some point in your relationship, that's going to come back to haunt you, because that person is going to capitalize on your fear. You're putting it out there, and you're going to get it back. You have to address yourself. If you attract that which you are, it behooves you to clean up house. It behooves you to focus on the first order. The first order is yourself. We currently live in a society. I mean, I love TikTok. I think it's one of the most refreshing things. It makes me laugh. It is a stress reliever. I do not have an addictive personality, so I'm not addicted to it. But when I want to laugh or when I want to have a stress reliever, I go to TikTok. One of the things on TikTok that amazes me is the fact that people are able to put on makeup to the point where you don't even recognize the person that put on the makeup after they put it on. We are a society that has learned how to camouflage. We know how to fix up the outside. We know how to look good on the outside. The right clothing, the right makeup, the right jewelry. We know how to make an appearance. We are good at showing up at the Oscars and making it in a bang. But how many of us focus on the inside? It is not enough to focus on your exterior. It's not enough to just focus on what you reflect. You have to focus on who you are, because who you are is what's attracting the energy that's coming to you. So let's talk about that energy, because that's what it is. The first reaction you have to someone, I mean, men may differ, some women may differ, but it's true. The very first reaction you have, it's not always the physical one. You may see that person and you may think it's a physical reaction, but truly what it is a spiritual reaction. The first reaction you have to someone is your spirit recognizing spirit. So if we say that, that's how you attract that which you are, because what kind of spirit are you in that moment? Are you a spirit full of chaos or pain? Think about this. Why do women in relationships or men in relationships who've been abused keep on attracting the same abusive relationship or keep on attracting the same abusive spirit? It's a spiritual energy. It's something that you attract to you based, it doesn't see your outside. What is attracted to is a sense of coming home, a sense of camaraderie, a sense of bonding. That spiritual energy wants to bond with you because it recognizes that you two have something in common. Should the thing you have in common be pain, fear, guilt, anger, all the negative emotions? Or should the thing that you want to attract be something positive, something spiritual, something beautiful, something that denotes that you are in a place where you're going to grow? A lot of us are in relationships, and then we ask ourselves this question: how did I get here? Why did I not see this? What is wrong with me? And then you go through this whole aspect of trying to figure out where you went wrong and not understanding that you didn't pay attention the first time. You didn't pay attention because you didn't do the work. You didn't do the work on yourself, but you're out there and you want to attract this greatness to you. And then when you attract something that's less than greatness, you're like, oh, it's like a gift under the Christmas tree. You want to wrap it back so fastly that you're like, forget I ever unwrapped that because that's not what I wanted. You can't wrap it quick enough. I know that's happened to me. But the truth of the matter is that you have to work on the inside before you can truly go out there and attract something that is truly worthwhile or something that you truly deserve. A lot of us sell ourselves short. We don't understand what we deserve. We don't understand ourselves, but yet we want other people to understand us and understand our worth and value. If you can't love yourself, nobody else is going to. If you don't take care of yourself, nobody else will take care of you. Trust me. And if you want that person to take care of you, they may start, but at some point it's going to end because you don't want to develop codependency. The truth of the matter is, the perfect relationships, there is no such thing as a perfect relationship. I've said it in another video. There's such a thing as perfect love. There's such a thing as attracting love because you are love. So when you think about the law of attraction, when you think about what James Allen said, you attract that which you are, why don't you start with the basics? Why don't you learn to love yourself? Why don't you think that you're the whole bag of potato chips and then some, and then maybe you will attract, not maybe, I guarantee you will attract that which you are. I have never once attracted anything less than myself. I have seen those things attracted to me, but I didn't attract them because they did not stay. The moment that you clean up house, the moment that you determine that you want to turn off the switch of attracting negative energy, of attracting the energy that is coming to break you down, to destroy you, and you choose to build up your own house, your own temple, and you choose to build out that temple in such a way that you attract nothing but positive energy and the thing that you're putting out, I guarantee it will work. It has worked. It has worked in my life. It's worked in the life of others who live by that principle. You have to have self-respect. You have to believe that you are valuable. You have to believe in your self-worth. And more importantly, you have to realize that the first attraction is a spiritual one. And if the first attraction truly is a spiritual one, it is time to clean up house. It is time to stop focusing on the outside. I'm not saying, ladies or gentlemen, to not have a pleasant appearance or not take care of yourself. I'm all about that. But what I'm saying is, it needs to be reflected from the inside out. It can't be an empty vessel. It has to be a vessel that is filled with spirit. Work on developing your spirit today. Attract that which you are, not that which you are not. My name is Ingrid Felton. Thank you as always for visiting my YouTube channel. Please subscribe. I need more subscriptions, people. Please subscribe. Tell your friends about it. Tell others about it. Also, leave your comments. Your comments are valuable to me. And like the videos and share the videos. You know, this is something that I'm passionate about. I want to help others. Share the videos so that others can benefit from the videos. And if you want to know more about me, or if you want to reach out to me, please visit my website, thejourneyoftruth.com. I look forward to hearing from you. And again, remember, you attract that which you are. Start with the inside. Bye.